He admitted that he had failed and sinned in his marriage. He confirmed infidelity. He asked for forgiveness and prayers.
I proved to be very untrustworthy for a season in my life.
According to reports and subsequently confirmed timelines, she and Israel had carried on a relationship for approximately 5 years while he was still married to Melissa.
Come on, bruh.
2 children had been born.
Lord have mercy.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You are Alpha and Omega. Now we all know who Israel Houghton is. Now, before we even get into this, let's do this. Mark 10:11, and he saith unto them, whosoever shall put away his wife and marry another committeth adultery. And if a woman shall put away her husband and be married to another, she committeth adultery. Let's keep going. Romans 7:2, for the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he or she liveth, right? But if the husband be dead, or if the wife be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband or while his wife liveth, she or he be married to another man or woman, she or he shall be called an adulterer or an adulteress. But if the husband or the wife be dead, she or he is free from that law, so that she or he is no adulterer or adulteress, though she or he be married to another woman. Matthew 5:32, but I say unto you that whosoever shall put away his wife, saving for the cause of fornication, causeth her to commit adultery. And whosoever shall marry her that is divorced, committeth adultery. Biblically, Jesus calls a second marriage adultery. You're not supposed to be in it while the first one is still alive, except if it's for biblical grounds. That's the only thing. The only way you can remarry is if it was for biblical reasons. The divorce happened for biblical reasons, or your first spouse dies. That's biblical. Ephesians 5:11, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, but rather reprove them, not support it and buy all your albums and listen to your music and listen to your preaching and all that. Nope. 1 Corinthians 5:11, but now I have written unto you not to keep company, if any man that is called a brother be a fornicator, covetous, idolater, railer, drunkard, or an extortioner. With such an one, no, not to even eat with him. That's what the Bible say. I know you don't like that one. Matthew 5:28, but I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath already committed adultery already in his heart. 1 Timothy 5:22, lay hands suddenly on no man, neither be partaker of other men's sins, neither be a partaker of other men's sins, of other men's sins, of other men's sins. Keep thyself pure. Let's go. Come on now. 1 Corinthians 13:6, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth. The truth is, you biblically are living in sin. Popularity and all that means nothing when you violate the scriptures. You feel me? Let's jump into this video.
Can you imagine building an empire with someone, brick by brick, song by song, for over 2 decades, only to discover the entire foundation had been quietly rotting underneath you? Melissa Houghton did not just lose a marriage. She lost a partner, a ministry, a musical identity, and a version of herself she had spent 22 years carefully constructing. And then, while the world watched and whispered, she rebuilt, silently, gracefully, on her own terms. Born on March 1st, 1964 in the United States, Melissa grew up inside a household where faith was not a Sunday ritual, it was the air itself. Her mother was the kind of woman who taught by example. She raised Melissa to love, to stand firm, and to meet hardship with grace. Growing up, she sang in church, not because she was pushed to, because she was drawn to it. The voice came naturally, the calling came even more naturally. She attended Penn Hills High School, and when graduation arrived, she made a choice that said everything about who she was. She skipped college entirely. She had no interest in a degree when the ministry was already calling. That decision, made in faith, would lead her directly to the defining relationship of her first half of life. It was in Pittsburgh in the early 1990s that everything changed. Israel Houghton, a rising worship leader who had been building his musical ministry since 1989, came to the city for a ministry engagement. Melissa was there. They met, and according to Israel himself, he knew from the moment he shook her hand. 4 months later, in 1994, they were married. 4 months. That timeline tells you something about the certainty they both felt. She was 30 years old, he was 23. Their union was built from the very start on a shared vision: God, music, and ministry, in that order. That same year, 1994, they laid the cornerstone of what would become one of the most celebrated forces in contemporary Christian music. In 1995, Melissa and Israel co-founded New Breed Ministries alongside producer Aaron Lindsay in Houston, Texas. The group, eventually known as Israel and New Breed, blended gospel, jazz, rock, reggae, and Latin rhythms into a sound that no worship band had ever attempted before. It was cross-cultural by design and transcendent by nature. And Melissa was not a background player. She was a creative force at its center. Her voice led worship, her pen shaped lyrics, her presence anchored the ministry. Their first
Your first wife helped you write some music too?
daughter, Mariah, arrived on August 31st, 1995. Their son, Israel Jr., known as Sonny, followed in 2001. Their youngest daughter, Milan, was born in 2003. 3 children, raised in a home where music and faith intertwined constantly. The band was signed to Integrity Music, a major Christian label, and their studio debut, Real, dropped in 2002 to strong reviews. It landed at number 13 on the top gospel albums chart. 2 years later, Live from Another Level placed at number 146 on the Billboard 200. Then came Alive in South Africa in 2005, which climbed to number 62 on the same chart. These were not small numbers. This was a movement. Melissa co-wrote some of the most enduring worship songs in modern gospel, including How Awesome Is Our God,
And no boundary.
I did not know that his wife wrote that.
Jesus at the Center,
I didn't know his wife wrote that either.
Your Presence is Heaven, and a track called Others, which Israel specifically noted was powered by Melissa's gift for raw, honest lyric writing. He said the opening lines hit like a prayer. She was writing songs that congregations across the world were singing with their eyes closed and their hands raised. In 2015, the Gospel Music Association awarded the Devil Word for Traditional Gospel Song of the Year.
Take it away, Pastor.
Here it is. A deeper level, Israel and New Breed.
Yes.
That same year, she received a Grammy nomination for Best Gospel Performance/Song for How Awesome Is Our God. She was, by every metric, at the height of her artistic life. And then the floor gave way. The public did not see it coming, but the cracks had been forming for years. In 2015, Melissa and Israel quietly separated and began living in separate homes.
I was married almost 20, a little over 20, and 5 of those were in a state of separation.
No announcement, no statement. Then came February 22nd, 2016. Their divorce was finalized, and the world found out. Israel Houghton did not stay quiet. He went to Facebook, publicly, deliberately, and posted a lengthy statement that sent shockwaves through the Christian community. He admitted that he had failed in—
Wait a minute. It is with a collective happy heart that we announce that after over 20 years of marriage and a long separation, Melissa and I officially divorced several years ago. I failed and sinned in my marriage.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
So why are you married again? You failed. You sinned. Correct? And y'all divorced, so you should not be within the second marriage.
The statement that sent
That's according to the Bible. That ain't my opinion.
shockwaves through the Christian community. He admitted that he had failed and sinned in his marriage. He confirmed infidelity. He asked for forgiveness and prayers.
I proved to be very untrustworthy for a season in my life.
He also insisted that the sin had occurred years before it became public and that the two of them had tried for an extended period to repair what he had broken, but they could not make headway. 22 years together, 3 children, a shared ministry and music catalog, and the man who led global worship had been quietly tearing it apart from inside. But the Facebook post only told part of the story. What surfaced next was far more devastating. It was not simply that Israel had cheated on Melissa, it was the scope of it. A woman named Devon Marino became a household name in the gospel community virtually overnight. Devon was not a brief mistake. According to reports and subsequently confirmed timelines, she and Israel had carried on a relationship for approximately 5 years while he was still married to Melissa.
Come on, bruh.
Within that affair, 2 children had been born.
Lord have mercy.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
You are Alpha and Omega.
Born in 2012, Christian, born in 2014. While Melissa was still his wife, while she was still co-writing worship songs with him, while the world was still watching Israel and New Breed minister to thousands, the Texas State Attorney General's Child Support Division filed a suit against Israel in June 2016 to determine paternity for one of the boys and establish child support for both children. The state requested his tax returns, bank account statements, 401k information, health insurance coverage, and full income history. It was, by any measure, a legal reckoning. Israel's representatives initially denied the claims. Then, in December 2016, the case was dropped. The Attorney General's office listed it as non-suited, meaning they no longer wished to pursue it. Devon Moreno, in a brief statement to media, said it was dropped because of misleading information and that her children were well taken care of. What exactly the misleading information was, she never elaborated. Israel's representatives confirmed to the Christian Post that he was providing financial support for the children. The legal drama may have been quieted, but the moral weight of it, 2 secret children fathered during a marriage built on Christian ministry, that did not dissolve with the case. Melissa said almost nothing publicly throughout all of it. Not one word about the affair, not one word about Devon, not one word about the secret children. She chose silence as her weapon, the kind of dignity that does not scream, it simply stands. Meanwhile, the other name burning through headlines in 2016 was Adrienne, the singer, actress, and co-host of the Real daytime talk show, had become publicly linked to Israel. Israel stated in his Facebook post that he and Adrienne had first connected around 2014. When they began working together, and that they had developed a friendship. He maintained they only entered a romantic relationship after he had already separated from Melissa.
I call cap.
C-A-P. Cap.
Adrienne herself insisted that she had been meticulous. She said her family urged her to see proof of Israel's divorce paperwork before getting involved.
Interesting.
She said Israel showed her the documents in process. She even planted a secret recording device in his car, she later admitted, to verify he was not talking to other women. The device, she said, caught him writing songs. Here is the detail that sliced the deepest. Israel and Melissa had filed their divorce under their initials only, not their full name. That was why no media outlet could confirm the paperwork. Adrienne used this to push back on critics who claimed she was knowingly dating a married man. The public, however, was not fully satisfied by the explanation. The timeline of the Devon Moreno affair, 5 years, 2 children, was too wide to be explained away cleanly. Not one but 2 families, some argued, had been fractured because of Israel's choices. And then, 9 months after his divorce from Melissa was finalized, Israel Houghton married Adrienne Bailon in
9 months?
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
9 months,
some
bro?
argued, had been fractured because of Israel's choices. And then, 9 months after his divorce from Melissa was finalized, Israel Houghton married Adrienne Bailon in Paris on November 11, 2016. 70 guests, the Hotel Plaza Athene, an engagement announced.
That's why I call Cap, bruh. This dude is wild.
In August 2016 at the Eiffel Tower. It was, aesthetically, a fairy tale. Emotionally, for those.
This man confessed that he sinned and committed adultery, messed his marriage up, and then got a divorce. 9 months later, get married to somebody else. Diabolical.
Those who loved Melissa, it was a gut punch. The man who had publicly asked the Christian community for forgiveness was remarried before the year was even out.
And so, a couple months later when they see me and Adrienne, they're like, oh, she must have broken up this relationship.
In February 2019, nearly 3 years into her marriage to Israel, Adrienne sat on the set of The Real and discussed Jeff Bezos' infidelity scandal. She told her audience that cheating was a cowardly move. She said if someone is unhappy, they should leave, get divorced completely, and only then start something new.
What does your happiness got to do with anything, man? The Bible don't say nothing about you being happy with your marriage and all. Man, that thing is till death. You people are insane, bro.
Her co-hosts agreed. Jeannie Mai called cheating the most deplorable thing a person could do. The irony
it is, bro, and that's the fact of it. It is.
Was inescapable. The internet noticed. Reddit threads went viral. Users pointed out that Adrienne had
And again, I can speak on this. You understand? Everybody on here that know my story, y'all know I can speak on this.
Married a man who had fathered 2 children with a mistress while still married to his wife of 22 years. The hypocrisy, many argued, was staggering. Others pushed back. Some defended Adrienne's right to be loved. The controversy never fully died.
The right to be loved by a man that's still biblically married to his first wife?
Israel, in a 2019 interview, described the moment he confided in Adrienne when they were still just friends about what he had done in his marriage. He said it was embarrassing and painful. He expected judgment. Instead, she reached across the table, took his hand, and prayed for him. He said he sobbed. She told God
You prayed for him and didn't marry him. Crazy.
in that prayer not to let Israel be defined by what he had done. That story circled back to Melissa without naming her. She was the woman behind a wreckage that prayer was comforting. Melissa, through all of it, kept rebuilding. She was not going to let the collapse of a 22-year marriage also be the collapse of her voice. In 2018, she released a solo album called The King's Daughter. It was not subtle about what it was carrying. Every song was drawn from her testimony. Every lyric reflected a woman navigating loss, betrayal, and the slow, stubborn process of finding herself on the other side. It was not the sound of bitterness. It was the sound of a woman refusing to be defined by someone else's failures. She also launched the King's Daughter Ministries, a platform aimed specifically at women, at helping them find their identity and purpose in God when the world around them had told them they were not enough. She began speaking at events and conferences, not to tell the whole story, not to drag names through public forums, but to stand in rooms full of women who were hurting and show them what it looked like to keep standing. She became, in the truest sense, an example. Her children stepped into their own light. Mariah, her eldest, went on to marry Byron Rideau in 2016, though the two later divorced in 2019 after 3 years together. Mariah became a model and Instagram influencer.
Now your daughter that did it too.
And in what became one of the more quietly complex dynamics of the Houghton family story, went to work for Adrienne Bailon's vegan leather and jewelry line, LA Voot. She and Adrienne have described their relationship as a genuine friendship. Sunny became a singer-songwriter and music producer. Milan became a content director at Beat Bank and also pursues music. Talent does not skip generations in this family. The co-parenting between Melissa and Israel, by all accounts, became functional. Both parties confirmed they had chosen to remain friends for the sake of their children. Melissa even reportedly built a civil relationship with Adrienne, something the public has found difficult to process, but that speaks directly to the depth of Melissa the character. By 2026, Melissa Houghton's estimated net worth sits at approximately $5 million, drawn from her musical career, songwriting royalties, and the divorce settlement from Israel.
Dang, she wrote To Worship You I Live
Drawn
too?
from her musical career,
Wow, I did not know that.
songwriting royalties, and the divorce settlement from Israel, which under Texas law entitled her to a significant portion of shared marital assets. After the divorce, she relocated to Paget Parish, Bermuda, choosing distance and quiet over the noise of the American spotlight. She maintains a single active social media presence on Instagram, where she posts about her children, her faith, and the occasional glimpse of a life she has rebuilt entirely on her own terms. She has not been romantically linked to anyone since the divorce. She has not chased headlines. She has not written a tell-all. She has not appeared on a daytime talk show to dissect what was done to her. And yet, somehow, her silence has communicated more than any of those things could have. The woman who gave 22 years to a marriage and a ministry, whose voice filled stadiums, whose lyrics became the soundtrack of Sunday mornings across the world, did not disappear when it fell apart.
So you had an affair, had 2 children on your wife, and then y'all divorced, and then 9 months later, you married somebody else, and you still in it, and you want us to support your music and your ministry? You're out of your mind. The Bible warns us to not be a partaker of other men's sins and to keep ourselves pure. That's the word. You are living in adultery. That woman is not your wife. Why? Because the scriptures say it, and your first wife is still alive.
Redeemer, King of Kings. We will